Doorway can be a good prompt to work with something more symbolic, maybe abstract.
The first thing that comes to mind is a doorway, but I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more dynamic than that.
I think it lends more to cross-hatching for shading rather than like filling in spaces because it would take so long.
Just knowing from when I use a pen to write, my hand tends to smudge everything.
Literally, it's closed, because I can see the handle like facing forward.
Right off the bat, it's definitely a hobbit hole, and it almost gives me like children's book illustration vibes.
I try to take inspiration from The Hobbit and a Tolkien-inspired door, so something that's non-traditional.
The fact that it is a heart exposed and a door that it's almost open makes me feel like something is being concealed.
I like the way that it's interpreted. I think it's a very vulnerable drawing.
I think it's an awesome representation of a door, being like a doorway to a heart.
For me, pen and pencil is really time consuming. I have a really hard time of taking what's in my head and putting it on paper. So a pen is almost too precise. Things like the watercolor I love, and part of it is because I can make a mistake and I can go back and fix it somehow.
This is a more abstract interpretation of the prompt, but I see this doorway as open because it's a tree trunk that's recently been cut.
The clean chop of the stump is sort of like slamming a book shut, like the door shut. That's it.
I really like the shading of it.
I like drawing with ballpoint because it pushes me to go slow. So in the process, I get to reinvent what I'm doing and flow and come up with ideas. It's really interesting, the dynamic.
So kind of like Allegra's, it's obviously closed, but I think given that it's sectioned and past, present, and future is clear, whereas the past is all murky and foggy, I think it's another door that could be opening soon.
Even though the image is divided by sort of a sequence, I just see it as a whole, and it looks like a door that is closed.
I was thinking about how I could interpret a doorway, and the motion of a door opening and closing kind of signifies past, present, and future if you're gonna walk through it. Now it's your turn. Show us your interpretation of this week's prompt.